Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Seattle Parks and Recreation is hiring for a temporary seasonal laborer to help keep the parks clean this summer. A seasonal laborer makes almost $26 per hour and is assigned to a variety of work crews, including grounds maintenance, on a garbage packer truck, or on static assignment.
Please apply if you're interested in working outside in our city's parks at bit.ly/SPRL2023.
Hello, listener. What's important to you about what's going on in your community? Are you interested? Are you concerned? In any case, I invite you to tune into my show, Seattle Here and Now, on Rainier Avenue Radio World. Why? I will be covering a wide range of topics important to you and impacting the community. Each show will have a special guest or guests to share with you information on a variety of subjects that are happening here and now in Seattle. I promise I will work hard to make my show informative, interesting, and entertaining. Be sure to listen to Seattle Here and Now on Rainier Avenue Radio World.
Women are not an homogenous group.
We face discrimination differently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
Hospital bills are often a surprise, and not the good kind. But you may also be surprised to learn that you can get 50, 75, even 100% off those bills. Thanks to a new law, there's a good chance you're one of the 4 million Washingtonians who qualify. Whether or not you have health insurance, the law requires hospitals provide the care you need at an affordable cost. So, ask your hospital or visit affordablehospital.wa.gov to see if you are eligible.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio World. Check us out on social media, Facebook and Instagram, Rainier Avenue Radio World, and on Twitter at Rainier Av Radio.
Hey! Hello. We are here.
Hey.
I love that theme. Our theme song, not my theme song, our theme song. What's cooking? What's cooking? Brenda Charles Edwards.
Well, I'll tell you, I just finished having some gumbo this evening from Island Soul. That's what's cooking over here.
Island Soul. That sounds like a winner. I mean, Island Soul with Theo. I love that. I could do my fake, very terrible British accent, but whatever.
Sparrows. But anyway, and so speaking of Theo, his new restaurant had a soft opening this past weekend.
Oh, okay.
And so
Wow.
I'm going to have a little talk with him because I heard it was for friends and family. And I thought we were his friend and part of the family. But that's all good, because Island Soul is the one that's in Columbia City.
And not in Kirkland.
Because I wanted some good gumbo.
Yeah.
And I also got some plantains and
love it.
Have you ever had the Soul Burger?
No, but a friend of mine had. My family, my kids, they love it. It's great. Yeah.
So I got 2 Soul Burgers.
Wow.
One for me and one for Paul. And I took the bacon out so I could have it for my breakfast tomorrow.
Wow. Okay.
Because it comes with an egg. It comes with an egg, bacon, hot link,
right?
Ground, on a ground beef patty.
Yeah.
And then you can get other things on it too. But I was like, gee.
The kitchen sink, The kitchen sink, right? Everything
absolutely. But it was good. So.
Well, we are here. This is our second show back. we had the great, inspiring Tony Benton on, and I don't know what I did with the site. I was in the wrong site.
That's right.
Anyways, but I made it this one, and thank you, Daniel. I did this correctly. Um, and like I said, unfortunately, who we thought we had scheduled had to pull out, and I understand. We're going to get him eventually sometime, but I do have good news. Upcoming show, we have Pagliacci's Pizza has confirmed.
Is he going to bring some pizza?
Well, I don't know.
Can we get a note from him saying that we can come in and sample his pizza?
Oh, sure, but he's right across the street from the studio. If we did our show in the studio by April, I believe we're going to be able to do stuff in the studio because they're getting everything shipped out from the museum for African American history, even though it's March. But nevertheless, I'm looking forward to it. Pagliacci is one of the mainstays in the community, and people, I did some research. It is a local firm. They're not a national corporation.
So, John, sorry for the interruption, but Daniel just put in the chat. He says you can do it in the studio now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we'll have to check that out.
Oh, maybe we can have John, who's the manager, bring some pizza over and have a show. And between bites of a pizza, we probably won't be able to say much, but hey, what the heck?
Good.
Yeah, right. Can you hand me some of those pepper flakes, please, and the Parmesan spring?
Sure.
Anyway,
yeah.
But, and like I said, I've sent out contacts to, again, Jackalopes. We've got, I've got the Columbia City Historical Society. They've got the information. I went to what's the name of PCC, trying to get them on. All the best, our favorite place for our dog.
Prince,
yes. And I got even better news. We may be able to move our time a little bit differently based on what Daniel and Tony said. We'd have to confirm that, but 9:30 is kind of late. But
where?
I don't know, but it would be better. Well, I don't know, because see, that's one of the reasons Rookies was going to come and do a show, but she couldn't come at 9:30 because she has a 8-year-old that she has to take care of. That's Chantel. And so I said, oh, that's too bad, because she works at Rookies and she's on a day shift, and she's off work at like 6, 7, and I have to take care of her son and everything. And so I said, what if we can work it out? I'm sure she will come on, because Rookies is doing a lot of stuff. They got trivia night. They got a bunch of stuff, and so does Eric now. Eric, my understanding is on Thursdays. Oh, he says, hey, let me know what slot you want to.
I know. I'm looking at this.
All right, Daniel. All right, we want prime time.
Well,
prime time, whatever that means.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is that, John?
Well, I mean, if you live in the Mountain West, it could be different time. If you live in the Midwest, it's a different time. If you live on the East Coast, it's different time. So what? See, I don't understand prime time.
But you're the one that's saying prime time, not Daniel. He's saying, what slot do we want to move to?
Right, and like I said, well, this is our first show. Actually, this would have been the first show back, because I don't count Tony as a show.
That's true.
He's just the director, executive director. Yeah, what the heck. But like I said, I'm really excited. You've been working on a couple of individuals. It was great having Tess on from Emma's.
It was, and then she was on my show on Friday too.
Right, and I missed it, but I was there.
You can always go back and play the tape. You can go to YouTube.
Well, yeah, but my days are kind of busy now, taking care of the dog. But anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm going to get one of those veterinarian pit. I swear I'm going to get. I went to the veterinarian hospital, Columbia City Vet, and they got like 9 doctors in there. I got to get one. I'm going to get one of them.
Is that a large facility?
Well, you got the front office, and then there's the hospital in the back. And
Oh.
you know, between front rookie, and then backyard. See,
Mm.
I would like to bring in backyard too. Rookies is separate from backyard, same people, but you know, backyards.
What
Uh,
is backyard?
Backyard is on the backside of rookies, and it's for adults only. It's a it's a bar.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. I saw something, but I didn't really understand what that was when I was in there not too long ago.
Yeah, it's backyard,
Oh,
and they got different menu. They got oh man, they got
oh,
this.
really?
Yeah, they got this poutine, which I love, which is the gravy and the meat, and the Canadian. Add the calories, add the cholesterol. Poutine, it's good though. And then
Huh.
they got these wings that they smoke. Most unusual flavor I've ever had. So they got some good stuff there. But that's backyard, and I'm going to try to get them on and see if we can get them to come on, and because they're specifically for adults, and they do stuff like they do drag shows, they do trivia night, they do karaoke. I mean, all that stuff that you adults do, all that stuff you adults do.
I got that, John.
Okay.
You're trying to say you're not an adult. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm not an old fuddy-duddy. I'm just no, I'm just kidding. Young at heart. I'm young at
Yes,
heart.
you are young at heart. I agree. You're definitely young at heart.
And we talked about it. We'd love to get Bull on.
Yes, I'm going to work on that.
And I've been by Wink several times, but
that's
Wink,
the glasses, right?
Yeah, every time I go there, I don't see her. Well, I mean, she's not
Well,
there.
put your glasses on.
Hey, this is not a comedy show, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is Cookin in Columbia City. Yeah, well, no, that's funny. No, I want to get her on the show.
See, I'm not the only one that thinks it's funny.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. So let's talk. You and I will converse. We will conversate about what would be a good time slot that's for you, because you hang out with all them little kids with pointed heads until the afternoon. And, I don't want to wear you out because they are emotionally draining. They are physically and emotionally draining. I'm talking about high school kids, little kids with pointed heads, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I said it. I'll take it. Not that I want to denigrate any high school kids, but it's been a long time since I've been in high school, so I can say whatever I want about them. But anyway,
well, the one thing I can say about working at a high school, and really probably any level, it's not what the people on the outside of the school think. There's a lot that goes on at school.
Oh, yeah.
Some of it is amusing. A lot of it's serious.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just a lot that goes on. And until I started working in that system, a couple years ago, I had no idea. And I thought, wow, someone could probably write a book on it. It won't be me, but
oh, I was gonna say
no. I have 2 other books I'm trying to put together. That one that's not happening right now. Mm-hmm. But overall, and where I am, I see that the teachers are really caring about the students and they want them to succeed. And they're doing the best they can to give them all the tools that they need to make them succeed.
Yeah.
So
that's a long-standing body of knowledge that teacher expectations really are what kids, that's it. If you have very high expectations, your kids will achieve to that,
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah. And if you have low expectations, well, the bottom floor, that kind of thing.
Be tough.
Well, that's great. But, like I said, it's a good school, but you're right in the midst of major construction. You got, they were a major team in basketball, 3A division. Mm-hmm. They were major in football. They're going to be probably up there, baseball, girls softball. Really,
that just started, I think, today.
Yeah.
They had their first game, although the bus, I shouldn't probably say this, never mind.
Okay. But we're covering baseball with Juan Cotto.
Oh, are we really?
Yeah, the great Juan Cotto. Who's
Yeah, haven't seen
baseball
him in a while.
Yeah, and I think it'll probably be mostly Metro League games. I'm so we have a real good working. Y'all broadcast this Friday at 3:30. First baseball broadcast is this Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to be doing it, John?
No, I mean, come on now. The only thing I know about baseball that is round.
What's round, the bat or the ball?
Both, and my head too. So that's Ballard and Rainier Beach at Rainier Beach. So they're going to be playing.
Wow.
We'll be broadcasting at 3:30 on Friday. So that's great. Well, it goes like this. My dad says, you guys got to play baseball. You guys just spending the summer just doing nothing, getting, fat and lazy. And also, he sends us out there, and we're 12 years old, and we're going against guys in high school, 14, 15 years old, who've been playing for all these years. We never played baseball, and I didn't want to get, okay. So they got this guy, and he's about 6 feet tall, and he starts throwing batting practice. I said, man, I am not going to be able to hit that ball. And I couldn't. And then they said, well, you guys are going out in the outfield. So I grabbed my glove and my hat. I didn't even have a hat. I grabbed my glove. Mike grabbed his glove. We ran out to the outfield, and we did a severe left, and we kept going all the way home. And they're still looking for us.
I love it. Was your dad there when that happened?
No, but he found out about it. He says, where did you guys go? He says, I ain't playing baseball. I don't want to get hit by that. I'll hit somebody that weighs 280 pounds. Hits me or I hit them. But I am not going to get hit by that little white hard ball. I cannot handle that. And like I said, we're big for our age. So we're always going to go with the older kids, 12 years. We couldn't play Little League football because we weighed too much. So, so I played high school football and then college, and the rest is history.
Okay.
So anyways, yeah. But yeah, Rainier Beach is doing good, pretty good. Right. Go ahead. Yeah.
So I can't even remember how many businesses we've interviewed in these last couple months, but I know it's quite a few, and we still have more to go. I really, once I get Bull on and Flo, I'd like to get the Thai restaurant on. The one that's down the street from the Esquire Club. Oh, and speaking of the Esquire Club, last week I met the chef that her business is called Comfort Zone, and she does the food out of the Esquire Club. And she was telling me that they are going to be renovating again. And so I don't know how they're going to do this, but I think she's going to get a new kitchen. But in the meantime, she was trying to find another place in the Columbia City area to do her work so she can continue doing catering, all the other things that she does. But I realized, because I was talking to Tess, and Tess Thomas, for those of you that don't know, owner of Emma's. And I realized later, I mean, and I didn't have any business cards with me. I couldn't believe I never not have business cards, but I did this time. So I'm going to have to give Tess a call and say, could you please give me that young lady's number, or I'll give her my number and tell her to call me and see if she wants to be on the show, because she's been around for a while. And
that food is, she's good too. Man. Yeah.
So we need to get her on here.
Well, and then we need to get on the Ale House, which is right next door to the studio.
What's up with them?
Fellas, I didn't get a chance to talk to the Ale House people, but I did kind of, did a feeler on Tutabella. I didn't talk to the manager or anything. So I'm going to hit those places again. I'm going to go back to Columbia, Bike Works. They're one of our partners, so I'm going to make sure they get on the air.
Right.
And I'm going to go revisit everybody that did. I mean, I think we did. Dan, you may have a better idea, but I think we did 14 or 15 shows.
Well, yeah, I think this is number 15.
Yeah. So we did over a dozen shows and got preempted because of high school basketball, which is which is all right. But
Hey, John, what about Molly Moon?
I went in there and I talked to the person that was there, and I know the owners of Molly Moon, the husband and wife.
So what's up?
They were introduced to me by Gary Hammond.
Okay, but what's up?
The moon.
Okay.
The stars.
And it's not Molly Moon either.
I know.
Seriously, John.
Yeah.
We need to have them on there because I need to have some of their ice cream, even though I can't eat the ice cream, but I think they have some sorbet.
Okay. All right. And then there's Arc Lodge Cinema, which I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to get there.
I noticed, I think it was yesterday or the other day that they rent the theater out also.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if it's for just private showings of a movie or how they're doing that. But I said, that would be a great place to have a fundraiser too.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we've got a few shows we can do. This month is pretty much gone. April, we have that show with Pagliacci Pizza. I think was it on the second week in April. What date was that I had? April.
Yes.
18th. I think it was April 18th.
Glasses. April what?
I think it was April 18th.
Okay.
I believe. Either way, we'll do the promo for it. They're good to go. And in the meantime, since you're so busy at work, and by the way, I should say to my wife, why did you send Brenda over there for this job? Because I really need her to help me do this show. But I'm not going to get into that one.
No, you don't want to go there.
Yeah, I know. So but like I said, I've got a follow up with the Columbia City Historical Society. I want to get them on. Pagliacci's is for sure. It's confirmed. I want to get Bull on and Flo on. That'd be great. Love to get Burdick's Lock Company too. I talked to them.
Where are they?
They're. I think there's a place right across from the Columbia Library. I believe that's it.
I thought because with all the construction work going on, I thought they got moved out, but they're still there.
I believe it's them because it's locksmith. It may not be Burdick, but I'll make sure that. And then
there's only one locksmith in Columbia City.
Yeah, and then I'm going to talk to the mayor, Bruce Harrell, to see if he can come on and talk about Esquire Club or have a spokesperson come. I had Daryl Powell on, who's a member of the Esquire Club too, and he was also the newly elected president of the NAACP Seattle King County chapter. So I can make contact. We've got to get Esquire Club in there, and then the Thai restaurant. I'm looking on that block. I'm looking at Ale House, Tutabella, Royal Room.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what about Royal Room?
Thai, Columbia, not Columbia, but Esquire Club, Thai restaurant, and then up the street, Tony Brooks's. There's that Ethiopian restaurant. Then Tony Brooks's place. There's a Taco City.
Yeah, what's Tony up to?
Huh?
What's Tony up to?
Well, he's cutting him short.
You did not say that.
Yes, he is. He's
oh
a
my
good
God.
Tony Brooks. And I would love to get him on because he's been there. He's
Tony, yeah,
one
Tony's
of the
been there for
stalwarts.
years.
And Tony, and like I told you, I don't know if I told you, Tony and his brother, Aaron's dad, Aaron Brooks, the pro basketball player. Those guys came when they first came to Seattle. They used to come up to the East Madison Y as kids, and come on in and they couldn't. I don't think they could afford the memberships. I said, I don't care. Just come on in and play, have a good, good young men. Good. They were just so good. And he's doing real well. And his brother, Aaron's dad, is doing, I forgot his name, but good kids, good young people. But like I said, I met them when they first came to Seattle. And, like I said, you never know what happens and what gravitates from it. And, you cross paths with somebody, you never know later on, down the road. And he's fully ordained minister, and he is a barbershop, and I go down and just talk to him sometimes. It's a gas talking to him. Every time I see him, he gives me a hug. Beautiful
You get
kid.
your hair cut there?
Well, I'm doing an efficiency kind of thing, a cost effectiveness thing. If I'm paying $25 for 10 minutes of haircut, that ain't right. I mean, like I said, my brother, when he goes to the place, they put a piece of, he goes to the barber and they put a piece of duct tape on his head and they rip it off and they say, next.
Ooh. Well, I was just, when you're talking about your hair, let's see. Anyway, my dad used to say when he started losing his hair, and I was young, and I said something to him, and he goes, "Well, I just have more face to wash and less hair to comb."
That's good. That's exactly right.
That's a good one. I said, "Okay, all right, go on, Dad."
I'm not losing hair. My face and head just got bigger.
We can't have that.
Well, it could be worse. So we've got a number of shows projected, ladies and gentlemen, coming up, and we are busily working to confirm and get them on the air, because I think you'll know and you'll see, these are people that have been the stalwarts for our community, and we have to give them credit for that they've been able to stick it out during the pandemic, and I look around and the majority of them have been able to stick it out, make it through.
That's true. Very true.
Which is a really a great accomplishment, and they must be recognized for that. So I appreciate that.
Hey, John, do you have on the list the consignment store next? Well,
Gathers
bakeries in between the Island Soul, the bakery and the what?
Gathers.
Gathers. Yes.
Yeah.
I've been in there. That's pretty good stuff.
Well, I used to know one of the people that worked there, Cheyenne. Oh, she moved away, but they're good stuff, nice stuff. And then again, we're working both sides of the street. The Columbia City, florist, right there on the corner. I've been in there and I've got the information. I haven't heard anything back from them, but that would be good to have them on. And like I said, right next to Beth, who we had on, who does the organic hair,
Oh, right.
alchemy and stuff. There's another hair salon that I want to get her on. She's a minority, person of color, and I get her on. And what's it called? Do you know which one I'm talking about? Right there on the corner.
Yes, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name, because you can walk by and look at it and see them cutting hair and whatever. Yes.
And Lottie, and she always waves at me. And Lottie Motts is right on the corner. I'd like to get Lottie. Yeah,
you got to get Lottie on.
Yeah. Well,
didn't say nothing about Geraldine's. Geez, Geraldine's might be hard to do though. But
I've made contact with Gary, one of the owners of Geraldine's, and I've been, kind of hinting that we would love to get them on. But
we gotta stop hinting.
Yeah, I know you said you can only do so much, but like I said, it's pretty good. We've got a pretty good track record with about a dozen or more businesses, which is a lot of fun, and got a chance to meet them and find out more about them. And like I said, it's important. Again, they made it through this pandemic. They're people from the community, like Eric. He lives right down the street from his place, Hummingbird. And and the other thing is, they hire people in the community. And that's another thing that I think is really, really cool.
John, what is Rumba Notes?
It's a musical lounge. It's a kind of a, what's the best way to call it? Cocktail lounge, something, kind of thing. They have music there, live music, and it's like a bar, full service.
Where is it located?
Huh?
Where is it near?
It's right near Full Tilt, and it's right near a Hummingbird in that.
Oh, in that little complex area.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And
now I know.
East African grocery store.
Yes, right. Okay.
Oh, and I'm gonna get. They're trying to work out their schedule where they come a Flying Lion Brewery is right there too.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to get them in, Andy and Sarah. friends of mine, and I
Okay.
got to know them. They used to work at Rookies. Then they went to Alaska. Then
Oh,
it's a long story. Then they came back from Alaska. Now they are doing the brewery, and they'd be a great.
that's great.
Yeah, yeah. Daniel said Rumble Notes and Full Tilt right on that same section.
Yes,
So
I know. It's across the street from the Thai restaurant.
yes, and you're gonna make it to the Thai restaurant. I'll do the other ones because, like I said, your time is limited because you spend all that time with them kids with pointed heads over there at Rainier Beach.
Be nice, be nice, be nice.
Okay, some of them
I
don't.
love the people at that school.
Some of them don't have pointed heads. Some of them just had flat heads. You know what the hell. But anyway,
Oh my gosh.
high school kids, lower form of animals. That's what I say. 11 times up. Good, because I don't want to disrespect anybody. Daniel, thank you for reminding me to shut up. Hey, you're listening to What's Cooking in Columbia City with your host, with the most, Brenda Charles Edwards.
Hey. And the second most, John Yasutake.
Remember, check Seniors Matter out on Friday, 12:30 p.m. Me tomorrow, Thursday, Seattle Here and Now at 6. And I'm going to have a really good show on Thursday. It will be very interesting. I'm going to have Tina Elbro, a local artist, really great artist. And so check us out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
What about me? I have a great guest coming on. She's a state director for AARP.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Margaret Rowe. And it's Women's Month. Women's Month.
I know. I said check your show out, 12:30 on Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea, as Walter Winter used to say, hey, we will see you next week.
Bye, guys. Take care. Love ya. See ya, John.
All right. Thank you, Daniel.
Yes, thank you, Daniel.